Oh, the water is wide. I cannot cross over. And good evening, everybody. I'm going to try that again. I inhaled something. I'm not going to blame a bug because there was no bug. Oh, the water is wide. I cannot cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a bow that will carry two, and both shall row. My love and I. Oh, the water is wide. I cannot cross over, and neither have, or neither, I wings to fly. Give me a bow that will carry two, and both shall row. My love and I. A ship there is, a ship there is, and she sails the sea. She's loaded as deep can be, but not so deep that as this love I'm in, I know not how to sink or swim. All right, well, I vowed and sweared up and down that I would learn another nautical song before tomorrow, and as you might be able to tell, I didn't really get on the project until about 10 minutes ago. But there it is. It's a traditional song. That's what it says. It's a traditional song. The water is wide. Oh, the water is wide. I cannot cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row. My love and I. It's funny that verse. You don't realize that this guy facing the deep water isn't alone until towards the end of the first verse. Hey Mary, hey Nora, hey Kathy, hey Jill, hey Richard. Nice to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing all right. I know we all have our tribulations. You ever notice that trials and tribulations always go together when people are talking? But sometimes you only have tribulations. Sometimes you don't have trials. Sometimes you have trials, but no tribulations. Sometimes you don't have either. And sometimes you have both trials and tribulations. If you have both, well, you have double my empathy. If you only have one, I'm still on your team. And if you have none, well, put that in the bank for a rainy day. Because there's always tribulations down the tributaries of life. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wide water, never heard of it. Is that bottle? Yes, it's wide water. The water is wide. It comes in carbonated and flat. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, Anne, thank you, Anne. Yes, good point. Neuro points out that sometimes you don't have tribulations. Sometimes you only have one third of that, which is a bulation. A bulation, a tribulation, a quadribulation, octabulation. Octabulations, you don't want to be messing with that. Oh, the water is wide. Hello, everybody. The Seekers, Anne, thank you for that. Anne without the E says, the Seekers recorded Water is Wide in 1964. I got to seek that out on the old internet. My neighbor Stuart gave me this pin. Let me show it to you. Oh, the water is wide. Lock him up. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. First, we got to vote him down. Then we can lock him up. It's going to be much less compelling, but it's going to be necessary. No one is above the law. No one is above the law. Unless you're talking about a list of words. And also on the list is the word claw. Then claw is above the law. But that still doesn't make sense because it's not nothing is above the law. It's no one. And claw is not a person. Wah, 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 wah. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Yes, my neighbor Stuart makes them. If you want to send me a message, if you want one, I'll see if he's selling them or giving them away. I'll get you one. It says lock him up. What I've noticed, interestingly, is that at a lot of the local events, hey, Blique, nice to see you. What I've noticed is that at a bunch of the events lately, there are these spontaneous eruptions of the chant, lock him up. And the people who are speaking, whether it's Kamala or Hillary Clinton or someone else, I think Josh Shapiro also it happened. Um, the people on stage don't encourage it, which I totally understand. I think it's the right approach. They kind of ignore it, or they say, okay, we're gonna beat them at the ballot box. That's job one. Oh, a ship there is, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep. She's loaded deep. As deep as deep can be, but not so deep as this love, as this love I'm in. I know not how to sink or swim. That I don't know. I'm not sold on those lyrics because so the ship is loaded deep, but not as deep. This is like a kind of somewhat clumsy detour into a metaphor. The ship is loaded deep, so it's full of stuff, but not so deep as this love I'm in. I don't know. It doesn't quite work. The way it's like a turn. It's like a hairpin turn into a metaphor. And then it's a protestation of how befuddled this person is because the love is just overwhelming. So he doesn't know if he can sink or swim. I know not how to sink or swim. Well, it's easy to know how to sink. You just go in the water and don't do anything. That's how you sink. I'm not buying the lyrics. Whoever that is, it says that the composer of that piece is traditional. Exactly, Nuro. We're on the same page. Everybody knows how to sink. Hey, McJet. Hey, Kathy. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You know what? That's weird. He says he was mistaken. He dreamed that he held you in his arms. He woke and realized he was mistaken. That's not a mistake. When you dream something, that's not a mistake. You're unconscious. You're completely dead to the world. That ain't a mistake. That's just a dream. This is Jimmy Davis who wrote this. I think Jimmy Davis, who I don't think he was a nice guy. I think we looked this up before. He wrote this really lovely song, but he was a dyed-in-the-wool racist. Let me look that up again before I go spreading bad rumors about the dead. Yeah, Jimmy Davis, governor of Louisiana. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, he was an opponent of desegregation. He lived to 101 years old. He achieved fame for releasing both sacred and popular songs. He served as governor from 44 to 48 and again from 60 to 64. Governor of Louisiana. A lot of blood on those hands. But he wrote this nice song. So what do you do with the song? I saw a video the other day of I think quite a famous jazz clarinetist. But she was not on stage. She was sitting in her living room, I think, with her baby. Maybe it was her grandchild, sort of just lying on her shoulder, asleep. And she was playing this song on the clarinet, just riffing on it, improvising. It was incredible. It was so beautiful. And this was in New Orleans. So, the song lives on in spite of the horror of the guy who wrote it. Oh, that's funny, Mary. Your daughter asked you not to sing that verse. Is it because of the mistake thing? I wonder. The other. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, I honey sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Treme is a great HBO series about yes, Treme. Yeah, that in fact it stars that guy who is now on that show that I've auditioned for 10 times. Elspeth. Yeah, I think one of the actors from. Oh, that's so sweet, Mary, that your daughter thought it was too sad. Wow. Yeah, kids really get it. I'll always love you and make you happy. And if you will only say the same, but I don't know what's going on with me, people. I don't know. I'm going to blame. What am I going to blame here? There was a bug. There was no bug. I can blame my allergies. I have a very itchy roof of the mouth, and I took a couple of antihistamines today, but they're the non-soporific ones, so I have no excuse. I'm just all thumbs tonight on this ukulele. I swam. I did swim. I had the energy. I did 555 strokes in the bay this evening. Okay, so what happens on the no-show stays on the no-show. Thank you, Blue Lady. I appreciate it. Okay, let's try verse 2 again. I'll always love you and make you happy if you will only say the same. But if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. That sounds like a threat. But if you, but, but if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't. It sounds like a threat. It's a little bit of a threat, yeah. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Professor Gould. A round of congratulations to newly appointed Professor Gould. Hello. Hello, Doctor. Nice to see you. All right, we're singing the song of Jimmy Davis, governor in the 40s for 4 years and governor in the 60s for 4 years of Louisiana. He wrote these amazing songs, but he's a full on horror show of a person and a racist. But the song is good, so I mean, I'm kind of trashing it a little bit here, but yeah, that's my excuse. You told me once, dear, you really loved me, and no one else could come between. But now you've left me and love another. You have shat. Sorry, the way the way this is written out, it says shattered, but it's the word shattered is spread out really between two measures, so it says shat and have shat on and have shat on all my dreams. No, it doesn't say shat on all my dreams. You've shattered all my dreams. But now you've left me and love another. You have shattered all my dreams. You are my sunshine. I should say you were my sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my, please don't take my sunshine away. You have shat on all my dreams. Well, that's what it says in the book. You have shat. Thanks, Anne. That's the syncopation is I'm just covering up for, my fingers are all toes tonight. Um, that's correct. That final season of The Wire takes place at the Baltimore Sun. And I think one of the actors in that season, I didn't see it, but one of the actors, I got murdered on the TV show Damages. I played a dirty cop who gets murdered, and this corrupt police officer who gets murdered. It's my partner who murders me, and the partner who murders me plays, I think, a guy in the newsroom in that season of The Wire. Yeah, from what I understand, I didn't see it. And you can also see him on Billions. He's on that show Billions. You are my sunshine. Oh, I found a whale today. So yesterday we were on a whale watch. It was really nice. Saw a lot of whales. Hey, Rafi, what's up? Moida. Yeah, Moida. You know, I had an acting teacher in England in a long time ago, and he was talking about accents one day, and um, he said he was just sort of demonstrating various really far out there accents that as an actor you might need to learn. And I was the only American in the group. It was there in London, and but he demonstrated. He said, and then there's this New York accent, and then he said the following phrase to demonstrate. He said, "Toity, doity boyds, sitting on a coib. Toity, doity boyds, sitting on a coib. Toity, doity boyds, sitting on a coib." And he didn't. He said it only once or twice, but I recognized it as a. It was kind of interesting. It was the first time I'd heard someone describing that. Well, it's sort of a classic old timey New York accent. But yeah, 30 dirty birds sitting on a curb. Toity doity boys sitting on a coib. As an actor, do you hold a grudge from a murder? Not at all. No, thank you. That's a great question. Hello, Dave in LA. Blakey says, my grandfather taught me how to play that on the mandolin. Oh, very cool. Wow. Moida. Moida, she wrote. Angela Lansbury, Moida, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. That was a very popular show in the 80s. I can't say I ever watched it, but I always saw the on-air promos for it. Oh, you have the mandolin. That's very cool. Yeah, I've been watching some mandolin videos, and I have a friend who plays. It's a great instrument, and I had a great uncle who played it, Paul. So I remember him playing it. I don't remember much about it, but I do remember him playing it. Oh, you never missed? Yeah, Murder She Wrote was one of those shows that had very loyal fans. Some glad morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh, thanks, Leslie. I'm glad you liked that show. That was a fun show. When the shadows of this life have grown, when the shadows have grown, that's a nice phrase. Late in the day when the shadows have grown. When the shadows of this life have grown, I'll fly away. Like a bird from prison bars has flown, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. All right, third verse. Let's see what happens. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. All right, that's I'll Fly Away. I'll Fly Away. Albert Brumley, 1932. Albert Brumley, I'll Fly Away. Do, do, do. Someday morning when this life is on, I'll fly away to a home of God's blessings. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. I fly away. All right, I'll fly away. That's a song of hope. It's also a song of desperation in that third. That's great, Nuro. That's very generous of you. That's very generous of you. There are no wrong chords, only passing chords that are more interesting than others. Yes, it's like Bob Ross says on my bobblehead doll. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Leslie, I can say that I never watched it. What did you never watch? Did you? Oh, was it that you never watched Damages or Murder She Wrote? Murder She Wrote. Gillian Welch. Gillian Welch. I should know Gillian Welch. It rings some bells, but I don't know what bells. Oh no, those aren't bells. Those are some dogs barking. Oh no, those are crickets. Oh no, there's also bells. I know the name Gillian Welch. Okay, I'm looking her up because now I'm covered in shame. Gillian Welch, American singer-songwriter. Oh, does she do "I Will Fly Away"? Gillian Welch. I will. Yeah, I'll fly away. There it is. Gillian Welch. I'll fly away. I'll fly away. Oh, Alison Krauss and Gillian Welch. Wow, that looks like that would be a good one. I'll fly away. Uh, oh my God, from Oh Brother Where Art Thou? Oy, 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 that is incredible. That we've talked about that. That is the greatest soundtrack ever. Period. But also great movie. Probably for me the best of all those Coen Brothers movies, which are all great. But it's just a masterpiece. Oh my God. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When hallelujah by and by. All right, I'm going to share this number in the chat. Are you ready? I'm going to share this number in the chat. I'm going to share it right now. Um, Anne says, New Yorkers, the Brits, and Australians add an R to words ending. Uh, they add an soar. Oh yeah, I saw. I saw him. Yeah. A drawer. Well, drawer is different, but so there was you. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's funny how they're. So you're saying New Yorkers and Brits and Australians add the R to words like saw. Yeah, and then of course we drop other R's in the same way. Oh, that was me in an echo. Okay, I'm gonna drop this into the chat or the chat. That's the Jillian Welch. Thank you for that tip. Oh, with Emmylou. Yeah. Oh, A Serious Man is great, Rafi. I totally agree. That's a great, and that's Stuhlbarg, the actor. Um, who's just brilliant. I just watched him in another series that takes place in New Orleans. Stuhlbarg plays the dad, a sort of mob dad. I think I told you 2 or 3 weeks ago I binged a series which I hadn't done in forever, but it's a series about oh, it's The Judge. It's called The Judge. It's really worth checking out. Hey Richard, okay, be well, Richard. Sending you good vibes, good thoughts. Leslie, okay, I get it. Moida, 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 she wrote. Anyone have any good home remedies for this itchy roof of my mouth? I've taken the antihistamines. No, I'm not really asking for health tips. This is not that kind of show. Okay, if anyone is interested in a lock him up button, a lock him up button, my neighbor is making them, and I will try to procure some. So please send me a message, and we'll do that. All right. I have my Swiss Army knife handy in case I have to tighten these things. I'm prepared now. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I will fly away. Oh, I'm going to put this thing in the chat also. I want to put this. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'm going to put this in the chat also. Charity. Oh, Charity. Sweet Charity. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. All right, this is another plug for the swim charity. Today I did 555 strokes of butterfly. Mary, that's a very good. Mary says, do not use the Swiss Army knife to scratch the roof of my mouth. But actually, if you go back here, there's so many attachments. There is a roof of the mouth scratcher. There's so many items. The roof of the mouth scratcher is right here next to the magnifying glass and the in between. It's the fish scaler and the magnifying glass, and then the roof of the mouth scratcher. Gargling with salt water. That's always a good one. Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we travel along, singing a song, side by side. Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing our load, side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all. When they've all had their quarrels and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just a traveling along, sing a song, side by side. All right, thank you. Oh, let me see. Leslie is saying something. Please watch the Feldman Show tonight. Okay, we will do that. Watch the David Feldman Show, on YouTube. Yes, we miss being guests on his show also. That segment was a highlight of the week during the pandemic. Those Thursday evening, 7 p.m. sessions. All right, everybody. Oh, and mark your calendars. Thursday, September 19th, 7 p.m. East, 7 p.m. East, 4 p.m. West, MVP, Zoom. All right, everybody, have a great night. Thanks.